Do y'all know the definition of the red pill and the blue pill? Do y'all? Let me tell y'all if y'all don't. The red pill and the blue pill, those are things in the matrix, right? Let me explain. If you take the blue pill, you're gonna you go to sleep and you wake up and you believe everything that you believe in right now. You basically just gonna be living a lie, right? If you take the red pill, you're gonna go down the rabbit hole. It's all the truth, and you everything that you thought was the truth, or everything you thought that was the truth was a lie. And everything that's a lie is the truth. It's just everything is reversed for the most part, right? Now, reason I say all this is just like I was telling y'all, time travel is real. Even though you may not want to believe it, time travel is real, right? Now, I got ways of, I gave y'all great scenarios already, right? I don't believe that we the only life force in this universe. I believe a lot of our technology comes from the future or outside this universe or this planet, however you want to look at it. But a lot of our technology is given to us. These people ain't just sitting around figuring out it and making this stuff. They a lot of it is, like I said, coming from the goddamn future or other life forces. I don't believe we the only life force in this universe. I know y'all might be like, oh, Choke, you getting too deep. Well, I'm going to get deeper. All right. Now, the best way to put it, let's do it in the movie form, all right? The Terminator. Y'all know that the Terminator and the Matrix is all one series, right? And shout out to Sophia Stewart. But the Terminator 1, 2, and 3, and the Matrix 1, 2, and 3, all these movies are connected, right? You could take the blue pill and you could be a Democrat. That's it. That's what that blue stand for. Democrat. That's the blue pills. Believe anything they tell you. You take the blue pill and you wake up, you can believe whatever you want tomorrow. All right? Here's your choice. Or you can drink from the red cup. And with this red cup, I'm gonna show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. You want to drink from the red cup? You could drink it from the blue cup and stay in Wonderland. Or you come drink from this red cup. And I'm gonna show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. You want to drink from the red cup? Just remember, I'm only offering the truth, nothing more. Now, for those who ain't hip to all with them, if you're not hip with the Terminator and the Matrix, I'm going to break it down for you. So tomorrow, when you wake up, you'll know if you drunk from the red cup or the blue cup. Okay? There we go. Now, it's kind of like in the Marvel movies. I feel like the Marvel movies are telling us stuff in a biblical way, but through science fiction, right? Because what's really going on is we going through a spiritual war, us people first. We going through a spiritual war, and then we are also going through a war with technology. So it's like spirituality and technology is clashing, which they say is metaphysics, right? Metaphysics is when you marrying science and spirituality, right? Which is where we're going to get these damn AIs from. Now, ironically, I never knew this, but I always tell y'all, you know, I see things before it happen, right? There's a word for that. It's called a visionary seer. I believe I fall under that visionary seer, and I learned that from Miss Sophia Stewart, because she said her grandmother was one, and ironically said her grandma was a Cherokee Indian, which is crazy because so is mine. uh, great grandmother, great great grandmother, which is where the gift may come from, Indians, But let's get to the movies, right? Now, the Terminator, and I told you, and the Matrix, all one thing, right? The Terminator is the prequel to the Matrix. Now, I know many of y'all done seen the Terminator. If you watching this, you done seen the Terminator or T2 or T3. You know the story about the Terminator, the robot that comes from the future trying to kill Sarah Connor or John Connor, which is JC, which is Jesus Christ, right? So Sarah Connor in the Terminator is actually Neo's mother in the Matrix. Now, if you follow these movies, you already know this. I'm not telling you nothing new. You might know these two movies or these two franchises and didn't even know they was connected and might not even know the storyline. You just know I'll be back from Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I'm saying? Right? So, like I said, the Terminator is the prequel to the Matrix, right? Now, Sarah Connor is Neo's mother. So, Sarah Connor in the Bible will be the Virgin Mary, right? Sarah Connor's son is John Connor, which is flipped JC, which is really Jesus Christ, you know, and the writers flipping it and making this all biblical, right? But when Sarah Connor, remember the Terminator comes to from the future to kill Sarah Connor to stop her from having John Connor, which turns into Neo, right? When the Terminator comes to kill Sarah Connor, remember the other guy, Reese, I think his name was, right? That's the guy named Reese. I think his name is Reese. But anyway, the guy Reese comes, remember, and he's trying to save Sarah Connor from the Terminator because the Terminator is coming there because he's trying to kill Sarah Connor because he's preventing Sarah Connor from having John Connor, who's going to become Neo, because Neo later on in the Matrix kills the machines that gave birth to the Terminator. So the Terminator is coming to kill Sarah Connor before she gives birth to John Connor, who's Jesus Christ, who turns into through the Terminator movies, goes into, if you remember the first Matrix movie, when Neo is in or John Connor is in the city and he kind of figures out through the Matrix and the Matrix Reloaded and then the Revolution who he is. And that's how he become Neo because he knows that the machines he figured out the machines have been trying to kill him. And then the rebellion, they come to Neo in the Matrix and they come and they grab him up and they take him to Morpheus to train him to fight the machines, right? So that's how those two movies are connected, but it's also looked at in a biblical sense. So the Terminator movies is the past, the present, and the future, right? Neo is supposed to be the second coming of Christ, right? Or John Connor. That's why uh when Sarah Connor, when the dude Reese comes from the future to save Sarah Connor, remember they wind up having sex. And then he leaves and goes back to the future. Um and which makes Sarah Connor or Mary have the immaculate conception, because was he really there? Did she really fall in love with this man? You know, she had this baby and now he's gone. You know what I'm saying? So that's the play on that, right? But the ultimate thing is, from the Terminator to the Matrix, is the evolution of consciousness. Now, when I was younger, the stuff that I think about now, I wasn't thinking about. It's just like these young guys out here now. They not like we telling them, yo, the streets is dumb, you wasting your time. Yo, you're gonna die for dudes that don't really care for you. You're gonna go to jail, and your friends ain't gonna they not gonna be there for you. You're gonna wind up doing this bid yourself, right? When we telling them that, you know, their evolution of consciousness has not happened yet. Ours has happened through experience in time, right? Time is the key thing here, right? So now our evolution of consciousness is not just of just man. We got our evolution of consciousness got to go against machines now, because now we just not thinking on our own, right? Y'all see that light flashing? What does that mean? I just seen this joint flash. This phone was be spying on you, right? Like I said, the evolution of consciousness, because now our kids, they go to this. A lot of us, we went through books, we went to libraries, like they depend on this. Y'all see it flashing? Y'all see that? Wow. Wow. You see that? Siri? Yeah, these phones be watching you. Are you listening to me? Y'all see that? These phones is dangerous. This is what I'm telling you. The evolution of consciousness got to be better than this. Because if it's not, You're going to be dependent on this for everything, and that's where we going, right? Going back to the beginning of this conversation, I told y'all the stuff that we were seeing on the Jetsons and you thinking the Simpsons predicting this, that no, time travel is possible. You just don't have access to that technology. Don't think that you have access to every technology uh, that's out there, because everything ain't for everybody, right? Getting back to the Terminator, right? So the reason why they come to kill John Connor is because they hear that a child is born that's going to terminate them in the future when they oppress man, right? So if you think about, if you watch The Matrix, the fight is with the humans, with the machines. So it becomes to a point where we're not, racism and all that don't even matter no more, because when y'all catch up in the future, we gonna be fighting machines. We ain't gonna be worried about each other. We gonna be fighting machines because the machines are gonna take over. And if you've been watching these movies and you know what they say in the future, you got to start going to watch these movies that's in the future. It's telling you what's going on in the future. Like I said, some of y'all living in the past. Me, if you watch me, I tell you, I always watch the movies in the future so I could be in the future. I'm not living in here in this dimension. I'm a few dimensions ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't do that and then you try to catch up later, you're going to run into some problems. It's like, right now I could tell you the dam is drying up. I'm going to get some many buckets of water I could get. And because I know in the future, the dam is going to be empty. If you say, yo, I'll wait to the future, and then you wait and you come to, when you get up to the future, I'm already to the going on in another dimension ahead of you, and now you just got to the water and it's gone, and I got mine, and I'm going off somewhere else. So this artificial intelligence, this thing where your kids is just zoinked in virtual reality world, and they stay on they headset, and they in this in the world, they in another dimension. They not even in this dimension. Many of your kids are dealing with this virtual reality stuff. They are programming them into a whole different world. So when they come into this world, they seeing it different.